Dear President of the Parliamentary Assembly of NATO, dear honorable NATO parliamentarians, ladies and gentlemen, it is both an honor and a real privilege to address this assembly and to offer my reflections on the matters that have brought us together here in Dejton. For the region I come from, this Midwestern American city carries deep symbolic significance. It was here 3 decades ago that, with the resolute engagement of the international community, and especially the United States of America, a devastating civil war in Bosnia was brought to an end. A war that claimed countless lives, jeopardized the future of generations, and left behind destruction so severe that even today, in many places, it remains unhealed. So what lessons have we learned from that tragic chapter of our collective history? Above all, we have come to understand that diplomacy must not be treated as an option of the last resort, to be pursued only after the pointlessness of armed confrontation has been revealed. Rather, diplomacy must be the foremost instrument for resolving disputes, especially when differences appear undefeatable. And for if peace in Bosnia was attainable in 1995, I'm firmly persuaded that it was also within the reach in 1992. Had those entrusted with political leadership at that time demonstrated greater wisdom, foresight, and a real sense of responsibility. Today, however, I'm encouraged by the belief that the current political leadership across the Balkans, guided by the painful lessons of the past, approaches open questions with increased democratic maturity and an unwavering commitment to a peaceful resolution. And it is precisely for this reason that we must, on occasions such as this, reaffirm the enduring significance of the Dayton Peace Agreement, not only as a cornerstone of peace in Bosnia, but as a defining moment for a broader stability of our region. And to that respect, I do want to thank especially to Congressman Turner for having us all here today in Dayton. Thank you very much. Dear colleagues, in examining the wider global context, it is deeply disheartening to acknowledge that hostile state policies and the armed conflicts they inevitably precipitate have not been consigned to history. On the contrary, we are witnessing the emergence of new and dangerous crises which threaten to destabilize the international order we are all committed to. The Russian aggression against Ukraine has sounded an urgent warning, one that compels us to renewed vigilance, enhanced commitment, and a shared sense of moral responsibility. Establishing a lasting and just peace in Ukraine is therefore not just a strategic necessity, but a moral imperative. From this place, I wish to express my strongest support for all efforts aimed at achieving such a peace as swiftly as possible.